సార్, ఈనాటి మాక్ ఎక్సైజ్ నిర్వహించబోయేటువంటి 22nd కోసం జరిగేటువంటి టేబుల్ టాప్ ఎక్సైజ్కి చేసినటువంటి గౌరవనీయులు పెద్దలు శ్రీ కె రామకృష్ణరావు గారు, సిఎస్ తెలంగాణ, వారి ఓపెనింగ్ రిమార్క్స్ని ఈ మాక్రిల్ ఎలా జరుగుతుంది, ఎలా జరిగితే బాగుంటుంది అనేటువంటి కొన్ని వారి విశేష అనుభవంతో మాకు గైడ్ చేయాల్సిందిగా.
Major General Suleer Bahal, Lead Consultant, MEN, IRS, NDMA. The Lokesh Kumar, Secretary, Revenue, also the in charge Special CS Revenue Disaster Management. All the other participants from various departments attending this video conference in person and online regarding the state of mock exercise on floods and industrial accidents in Telangana.
A very good morning to all the officers who are gathered here, and also all the officers who are gathered through video conference from the district. Because of the severe occurrence and repeated occurrence of floods and cyclones, there were preparatory exercises which are held, mock drills which are conducted, but then because of lack of such severe events which are happening, geographical events which are happening in the Telangana part of Andhra Pradesh, so this part of the state was really not fully prepared ever. But occurrence of these frequent climatic events, like for instance, in the last 10 to 12 years, you would have seen that the intensity of rainfall has gone up dramatically, and all the systems which we have in place are not able to cope up with that kind of an intensity of rainfall. Within a very, very short period of time, you are having situations like cloud bursts. So when this happens, all the necessary infrastructure goes coupled. So whether it is roads, whether it is houses which are built in tank beds, new colonies which have come up in the flood-prone areas, in the low-lying areas, and then the other infrastructure, communication infrastructure, whether it is telecom, whether it is electricity, all this infrastructure gets severely affected, immediately affected, and that it takes time for it to recover. Post the event happens, we keep on searching, where are the maps, where are the people, how we are going to tackle this kind of a situation. So because, as my colleague was telling, we really have to plan for these events in advance. These kind of mock drills will really help us to understand the situation, to go through the situation very, very carefully, so that when such an event happens, when such an incident happens, everybody is stressed out, and you will get multiple, directions from multiple political executives, senior officers. Responsibilities. Everybody will be watching us extremely closely. Therefore, the SOPs that we put in place, the resources that we mobilize, the coordination mechanisms that we establish. So these things are going to be extremely critical once we have to, and in a manner which gives us confidence, gives people confidence that here is the professional, agency, professional force, professional authorities who are able to take care of the situation. Thank you. Good morning.
Lokesh Kumar Saab, the Revenue Secretary, to General Bahal, who's there with you, and to all officials from the government of Telangana who are present in this tabletop exercise. I've been listening to your remarks and all the opening issues which have been going on so far. Let me place on record, and General Bahal knows it very well, he has been conducting, this must be his 100th exercise that he's conducting. We have never had such effective remarks from a Chief Secretary acknowledging across the board every activity which is required to be conducted in a tabletop exercise and a mock exercise. So my compliments to you, Chief Secretary Sahib, you have actually made the best initiation which is possible. And in any state, if the Chief Secretary, if the Revenue Secretary and the DG Fire Services are sitting